Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 30th, 2024 New Moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. I try to keep this as grassroots as possible, so you liking, subscribing, commenting helps me so much with the YouTube algorithm. It's amazing. Now, if you are interested in a private reading or a gift card, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com. It's listed in the description box below. And for everyone who has given super thanks, thank you so, so much. It means the world to me. Now, before we dive into this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Cancer. What's really interesting about this moon and powerful about this moon for us is that it is the new moon in Capricorn. We're in Capricorn time period. Capricorn is our sister sign. It brings out the best, it brings out the worst in us. So just be prepared, as Scar would say in The Lion King. Be prepared. So that can be why at times you could feel like December 22nd to January 19th, Capricorn time period is a difficult time, or you can feel like it's a really lucky time, but you usually feel like there's no in between. So just being aware of that is super important. So let's see here what the tarot has to say, angels and spirit guides. We have the Page of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords. Interesting. Angels and spirit guides. The Ten of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Wands, and the King of Cups. So let me just make sure that everything is in frame so you can see it all. Okay. Good. So what I love here is that we start off with your inner child self. We end with your adult self as the king, as the most powerful of all the court cards. You are represented by the cups in the minor arcana, Cancer. So this is very, very powerful. We have a lot of cups showing up here. Your inner child is going to be talking to you. You're going to be looking at things kind of through the eyes of a child, or through the eyes of the child that you were. This is going to be a time, as you set your intentions, not just for the full moon to come in like 15 days, but the full moon to come with the full moon in Capricorn in 6 months. And this is really looking at, what does my soul really want? What do I really want? That seems to be a huge theme of 2025. It's not how everybody else views me. It's like, what do I really want? What do I really need? And with the Four of Cups, you're going to see that, like, certain things that you've been focusing on, spirit, divinity, God, source, however you say it, however you see it, is going to be pulling you in a very different direction. You're going to be looking at things and being like, rude, I need to focus on this. But as you get pulled in that different direction, the world starts opening up in a way that you're like, oh, I never knew this or that. You could be trying to keep things, I want to say, like, very, it's not traditional, but it's like the way it's always been done. So maybe it is traditional to you. It doesn't have to be anybody else's tradition. But Spirit is going to be taking you on a bit of a ride, on a bit of a transformation. So that is going to be cool. It's going to be going back to the Six of Cups. It's going to be going back to what was sacredly important to you when you were small. Like your childhood self, your childhood energy is going to be coming forward in a very real way. Also, if you have children in your life, if you work with kids, if you have kids of your own, if you have grandkids that are water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, they're going to be speaking to your inner child self in a way that can be triggering. It can be overwhelming. It can be, beautiful. It's going to be all these things all at once. So just being aware of this is super important. With the Three of Wands, you're going to be seeing new avenues opening up, like people coming into your life, opportunities coming into your life, you going out into the world a bit more, looking at things, but being curious. It's kind of like, well, why can't I do that? And why can't I do this? And what about this? And what about that? And it moves us then to the 10 of Cups. And they all live happily ever after. And I love that for you. I love the 10 of Cups coming in and saying, what is your happiness? It's not, and they all conform to the same happiness and try to make it work. It's like, no, now I embrace what my heart really wants, what I love. And it's through heartbreak and pain that you see, okay, what do I really love? What is right for me? Where do I want to be for me? And it moves us with the Three of Swords of looking at heartbreak and pain and disappointments that have defined us for too long. And the 10 of Wands is like, I'm not being burdened by this anymore. I'm not carrying this around like it's my Alcatraz. Like, like this is my burden to be carried forever and ever and ever until, I can't walk this earth anymore. And then I will carry it like Marley made his chains one by one in A Christmas Carol. So just being very aware of this during this time, it's like, I need to release. I need to release. And then what I love, because I didn't even notice it, though I did say it, we have the Page of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Cups. So we go to this place of movement once this weight is lifted, and it's holding with the cups. What we hold with the cups, and what the cups represent in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, is the Holy Grail. And the Holy Grail, whether you believe in Christianity or not, whether it's a myth or a religion to you, it doesn't really matter. The cup was said to have held the blood of Christ when he was stabbed in the side. Okay. And so it holds the sacred of the sacred, the holy of the holy. So what is the sacred of the sacred to you? What is the holy of the holy? Not through like, what do I want to obtain? But what is my soul calling for in my world? What is my heart longing for? And it brings us to the High Priestess, because as you're moving forward and you start to make that your beacon, right? No small task. You start to make what is the holiest of holiest to you in your soul, your beacon. But you start to say, what do I really love? What do I really want? And you make that your beacon. You make that your power. You're going to see the High Priestess coming in, and a veil is lifted from your eyes. There are going to be certain things that come forward, and you're like, this is true for me. This is truth. This is power. This is my purpose. And you come to the table with the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is like, I raise my glass to me. But it's a wish being granted. It's a cross your fingers wish. It's something that's going to be very tangible. Like, you're going to be able to see it. It's not going to be, okay, I'm going to have to wait those 6 months. It's probably going to be more in the realm of the 15 days as you set down your intentions, as you look at what you want, and you're coming back to basics. That's a huge part, again, of 2025. It's the coming back to basics, coming back to what is important. The 7 of Wands is, what do you fight for that you will always stand for? And what do you fight for that is just draining your energy? Okay? It's time to release. It's time to release and become the king. The king moves forward in competence and confidence and says, this is what I love. And I move forward in love. Get it? Fine. Don't get it? Don't care. I am still moving forward. And sometimes he is not seen as strong because he doesn't play the game as everybody else does. And one could say he's the most feminine of all the kings, and that is fine. Because he's like, what am I cultivating? What am I building? What do I love? I don't have time for all the petty, nonsense. And that is going to be very important here. And that is very important here for us. It moves us then to our spirit message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is the White Swan. It says the power of divine grace is within you. And it is. And you're going to be seeing that during this new moon in Capricorn. This time where you really start to connect with your karmic self. Because, Cancer, we're ruled by the moon. When a new moon comes, when a full moon comes, the phases of the moon, they all affect us so tremendously. Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn is all about rules and structures. And when you have the ever-changing face of the moon come up against rules and structures, what you're going to see is that it starts pulling forth your power. It starts pulling forth, what makes you stand out. And that's going to be a beautiful thing during this time. It moves us to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is nurturing. I love this. This is connecting with love and nurture and compassion and beauty. This is carrying. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below your feet, and this is nurturing the inner child within you. This is nurturing the greater importance of what you are building and what you desire in your life. This is setting yourself apart, and that is extraordinary, and that is power. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of during this moon. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, we have 3. Okay, chatty. We have the moon, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the 10 of Wands. So be mindful in this moon when I want to say like something comes forward and it's kind of like get rich. Like I can help you get all the money, do all the things. Just be very mindful about that, because it's going to put there's something about more responsibilities being put on your shoulders than taken off. So just being aware of this, but also be mindful of a fear of prosperity and success during this time. It seems very contradictory, but do bear with me. Where there's the sense of being afraid with the moon coming forward, right? The moon is also Pisces energy, February 19th to March 20th. Coming forward with the sense of prosperity. You are already weighed down. It's like, just be very mindful what you're taking on. You have to let things go in order to build the prosperity and success, because there's going to be a sense here of like, you can just take on more, you can just make more work for yourself. And that's going to be the road that feels more comfortable to walk down, because it's the road we usually walk down, Cancer. But Spirit is saying here, lighten the load to let the prosperity come, and do not let fear strangle you. Like, do not let fear stop you, because it's going to want to. So just be very, 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 very mindful of this. Okay. Our subconscious spirit message is the white owl. I love that. The wisdom and message of the divine are within you. And you can see that from the High Priestess coming forward. Divinity is speaking to you constantly. The energy to be mindful of is the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But be mindful of a temper coming out, especially if you're swallowing down frustration and anger and doubt and fear. It's going to leak out. It's never swallowed down like seamlessly. Like, we're not like, oh, nobody knows I'm upset. Everybody knows you're upset, Cancer. Everybody does. Just be mindful about it, because it will want to erupt, like, just take over like a barn fire, right? Erupt like a volcano. It moves us then to personal power. This is the solar plexus chakra, and this is a real sense of power, tenacity, determination, and focus, and a gut instinct. This is the solar plexus chakra. Trust your gut. And that's what this moon is also telling us, like, trust your gut. It moves us then to the Ace of Wands. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of fire, of passion, of tenacity. Now, we can have a tendency to take it and it be in our subconscious energy to be mindful of, where I just want things to move forward. I just want the success to come. I just want XYZ. And there's a certain level of frustration and feeling ignored that's coming forward in energy during the end of the year, but it's also getting back to basics. And it's saying, what passion, what fire do I have in my life? Do I want for myself that is moving me towards my dreams, or that I need to reconnect with for my dreams? All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this new moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed moon. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. Bye.